all TAs of Dorothyham Middle School. We are wondering if you can figure out where the Phoenix is in this photo. If you can, please send us where you think it is.
Hi, my name is Emma, and I'm in 8th grade, and I'm going to be sharing with you our school news this week. This week marks the start of this year's virtual clubs and activities. If you go to the Dorothyham website, you will find the complete slideshow with more details and a description of each club. This year, all clubs will be virtual. There are going to be clubs offered on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, which you can see right here. Some clubs have not yet posted a start date, so definitely keep a lookout for more information about that coming soon. If you've seen anything on this slide that piques your interest, I highly encourage you to write the start date down in your agenda so you don't forget. Ms. Shanker has asked me to highlight one specific club, and that club is TAB. Many of you may be familiar with Teen Advisory Board if you did it last year, but it is a lunchtime book club that meets every other Tuesday starting on October 13th. It's open to anyone who wants to join. Just like most of our other clubs, you can find the link to join the first meeting in your grade level counselor's Canvas course. If you love to read great books, share them with others, and talk about them in a group, then TAB is definitely for you. Hey Phoenix, did you know that Hispanic Heritage Month is happening from September 15th to October 15th? Hispanic Heritage Month is a celebration of the contributions Hispanic and Latinx people have made to America. At first, it only lasted for a week, but then it was extended to a month so that we could have more time to celebrate. September 15th is the anniversary of 5 Latin American countries' independence from Spain: Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, Costa Rica, and Nicaragua. September 16th and 18th are also the anniversaries of Mexico and Chile's independence from Spain. The first year Hispanic Heritage Month was celebrated was 1968, as the Civil Rights Movement was calling attention to the United States' many cultural identities. There are tens of millions of Hispanic and Latinx people living in the United States. Did you know that Spanish is the second most spoken language in the United States? Hispanic and Latinx people make up a large part of our society, and that is another reason we should celebrate their contributions that they make every day and during Hispanic Heritage Month. A few Hispanic and Latinx people you should know are Justice Sonia Sotomayor. She's the first Hispanic person to serve on the United States Supreme Court. Astronaut Dr. Ellen Ochoa. She is the first Hispanic woman to go into space. And Baseball Hall of Fame inductee Roberto Clemente. He is the first Latin American and Caribbean player to be awarded that honor. I hope that you will take some time during Hispanic Heritage Month to reflect and learn more about the wonderful contributions Hispanic people have made to the U.S. and how they impact your life every day. On to our next piece of news. As students play the Vocabulary Bowl started on October 1st, and it will run schools in each division, and overall winners are determined by the amount of national online competition, where students interact with games, build their vocabulary skills, and help Dorothyham finish strong. After only the first day, we were already 38th in our division so far. Let's keep it up and earn a banner or a trophy. Now we have a quick reminder to pick up your school supplies, library books, and anything else your teachers have asked you. If you're interested in competing and haven't already joined a team through one of your classes, and library book returns will happen, and anything else your teachers have asked you the school to pick your things up from 3 to 5 p.m. on those days. Returns will happen a few days ago. Ms. Lee are every Monday and Thursday at DHMI with tips to help your iPads run more smoothly. If you missed it or would like to look at it again, You can view it by going to Canvas through Safari and clicking on Account. Then you can scroll down and you will see a link that says Global Announcements. That is where you can find those handy dandy tech tips. Up next, we have an interview with Miss Leon to talk to her more about herself and her job here at Dorothy Ham.
Good morning, Miss Leon.
Good morning.
Okay, so this is Miss Leon. She is the IT person at Dorothy Ham.
Yes, I'm called an ITC, which stands for Instructional Technology Coordinator.
So, Miss Leon, what is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of my job is actually being able to talk to students and help students directly. I really enjoy helping them when they're having a problem on their iPad and we can figure it out. It's always like a big mystery what's going on with the iPad, or if they're having trouble downloading an app or they want to learn how to use something new. I love talking to students and helping them learn new ways to use their iPad, or if there's been something wrong with their iPad and we figure out together how to fix it. That's really rewarding. It's really an awesome experience to help students in that way.
Great. If you could have an unlimited amount of one thing, what would that be?
Oh. Is it okay to say dark chocolate with almonds?
Yes.
That would be my food. An unlimited amount of one thing. Time would be good. Also, like if I could like time travel and time warp, that way I could like do my job and help students. I always feel bad when students have connectivity problems. So if I could go back in time or have unlimited amount of time to go help them and make sure they get to school every day, that would be cool.
What is one tip that you want to give the students this year for distance learning?
So I'm always being asked for technology tips for students. And right now, since we're all using our iPads so much, I do have some things that I would love for students to know. One is to try not to fill up the storage on their iPad. Like I know everybody loves their kitten photos or all their photos or selfie videos, but it really takes up a lot of space on the iPad. And when you fill up your iPad, your apps don't work very well. So keep your iPad clean, don't fill it up, don't download a bunch of extra apps that you don't need because that takes up space too. The other thing I think would be to keep your iOS updated on your iPad. Sometimes if students don't update the iOS on their iPad and settings, then the apps don't work very well. So those are the two main things I find myself constantly telling students to help them with their iPad.
When given the choice of being kind or right, always choose kind.